I struggled with a lot at the beginning of my UI UX journey was I'm really not comfortable showing my face, being face conscious for a really long time. It's something you don't really think about in general, but then you do, and it becomes this really huge thing that is kind of sitting there between you and your UI UX design brand. If you've ever been face conscious and in the middle of doing something of your own, I know that feeling. And I know you keep delaying your own portfolio site, your own very first step, because the moment never feels right to change this massive internal introvert personality and then go out and do this huge thing that now starts feeling like a chore, your own first social media, your own brand related UI UX designer freelancer account, right? As a freelancer, you're going to have to put yourself out there. For a really long time, I tried everything from emojis to illustrations to character personas, anything to not put my face out there on a portfolio, on a site, even in my emails and everything else. I think one of those avatars is still on one of my email IDs because I forgot to change it, but it is an old email, and I did that for really long. And I'm only letting that out right now as a secret because one of my biggest regrets that I've lived with for a really long time is how much I staggered me even starting my own social media presence as a freelancer, as a UI UX designer, because I was face conscious. And one of the biggest questions that I lived with during this entire huge phase was, is it even possible to have a UI UX designer freelancer brand without having to put a lot of your face out there, especially if you're not comfortable with that? Is that even possible? Is that not a thing to do? And I have spent hours and days being completely baffled by that question, being completely annoyed by the entirety of it, and it's just one of those things that kind of just stays in your head and it stops you from doing all of the things that you need to do to make progress. And when I started, AI wasn't what it is today, and back when I started, AI wasn't a big thing, at least not as big as it is today. And so the answer to that question was always maybe not. You either show up fully or you stay completely invisible. And if you're an introvert, the most natural thing that happens, unfortunately, is you stay completely invisible, which is the worst thing that could happen, arguably, but it does. It's the reality. And a lot of designers are exactly like me, staying invisible, staying on the sidelines, not properly showcasing their thinking simply because they're stuck in the endless cycle of face insecurity, camera anxiety, the constant do I or do I not debate. But today, if you're starting your journey right now, there is a solution that's fortunately come in the middle of that whole problem, and you still being able to have a very successful freelancer brand as a UI UX designer, even if you're face conscious. Today, if you're stuck in your journey right now, you can actually build a public portfolio and a presence and explain your thinking as a UI UX designer without getting caught in the whole entire trauma loop of I'm really not comfortable showing my face. And that's exactly why I think today's sponsor, Higgsfield AI Influencer Studio, is a powerful solution to that entire problem. It's a new all-in-one builder that lets you design, control, and bring fully original AI avatars to life. You do not understand how much I would have loved this if it existed back then, and it would generally have changed and affected and improved so much of the way I built my career around it. AI Influencer Studio lets you build a unique AI character with over 90 configurable patterns to shape every detail of their look and identity and then bring them to life with motion control. This is an entirely new approach to holding a complete online presence, whether it's hyper-realistic, stylized, illustrated, cartoon-based, 3D-based, unconventional, or something the internet has never actually seen before, something that's completely original, something that is unique to you. This character is entirely yours. And today's sponsor, Higgsfield Earn, also gives us a way to make money from that avatar presence while promoting yourself as a UI UX designer freelancer based in skill alone with Higgsfield Earn, but more on that later. Okay, so today we're going to use the Higgsfield Influencer Studio feature to generate an avatar setup for your persona as an introverted UI UX designer freelancer, and then create a full UI UX design portfolio in Figma Make to immediately get you started with your very first portfolio site online that includes projects, case studies, contact me pages, about me pages, case studies, and even an integrated social media presence with a way to customize it for the same designer brand. By the end of this video, you will have an active working portfolio site as a UI UX designer freelancer, even if you're an introvert, with the world's easiest and most customizable avatar persona. And then I'm going to show you exactly how Higgsfield pays you through their Earn program for showing up as a skill-based creator, not held back by what you look like, by your insecurities, cultural or personal reasons, and just be able to present yourself as this person with your massive skills in the map. I mean, if you think about it, this is the one video I would have wanted the old me to see. This is literally my wish for myself in the past. So today's sponsor, Higgsfield, is going to change the way you look at yourself. The fact that you're an introvert can become your superpower however, because you can actually focus on the persona that you're putting out of yourself online. You can focus on your skills, you can focus on the things that actually bring value to the market, as opposed to letting that be the thing that holds you back. So we're going to be solving that problem today. Let's get started. Alright, now that we are inside of Higgsfield AI Influencer Studio, you can access this link in the description of this video. Here we have a bunch of pre-made characters which are called influencers over here, and you can already check one of these out and try to customize them if you want. But for this video, I'm going to focus on creating my own custom avatar, and for this I'm going to be choosing every single category that I'd want to apply to my own character, starting with a human, female, Indian skin tone, plain skin color. My eye is going to be black, plain black. I don't have a skin condition, and I'm going to choose an adult age. We have a bunch of tabs over here to customize each specific body related option, including face. So we're going to start with the face and have human eyes instead of reptilian or any other kind of eyes, and we're going to have no special effects or special weird tongue effects. We're going to have really small normal lips, and we're going to have normal human ears as well. No horns for this character. We're going to keep it serious for this one, and we're going to keep a very normal human skin type as well. A solid skin texture suits us best for this purpose because we're trying to make this influencer as realistic as possible inside of Higgsfield AI. The next thing we're customizing is the body, so we're going to go down here and select the body type that we want. I'm just going to go for the simple one over here, and you can also customize each individual arm and leg, which was really mind-blowing to me, especially because you can give yourself eccentricities of a specific arm, of a specific leg, of a specific color or a type, like I just did here. And I tried to, but for this one I just wanted to keep it plain, so we're just going to switch back to that. But you can try one of these eccentricities if you like, or if you really have one of these conditions. Representation is such an important part here because Higgsfield lets you be super duper customized and super duper specific in what you want. Also, I'm going to choose very normal long hair. I'm going to have a couple of tattoos just to see how much we can play around with Higgsfield, because there's nothing wrong with that. And then we're going to have a final illustration style, so you can have a couple of really cool illustration style. For example, hyper realistic anime, cartoon, or 3D illustration. 3D is the one I'm going to choose for this one because I feel like we need to give this a lot of real life. Alright, our character is completely generated. Check her out, you guys. This is super duper cool. Every Higgsfield character comes with a built-in name. This one has Lincoln, but you can customize and rename these names. Once you have these characters, you can do a bunch of things with it. For example, remix the style that they're using right now, change the way the video is going, change its name and tiny little details through prompting once again. And I want to try out one of these video generations because it looks super cool. So we're going to go to the influencer category of Higgsfield, and we're going to check out all of the different actions other human avatars are doing. I like this video, so I'm just going to use that as inspiration to get my avatar character to do what I want it to do, exactly like that video. So this isn't just an image generation, this isn't just an avatar, this is a full-blown influencer, you guys, because you can basically do everything you want to do with it, make it do all of the actions you would make any other character on the internet do, and that gives you a level of hyper-specific control that I feel is such an incredible thing for us as creators, because we want ourselves to have a little bit of customizability when we're doing anything. And I feel like this serves the perfect opportunity to have that level of hyper-specific customization with us. Oh my god, you guys, this video came through and I'm super duper happy with the way it looks. So I'm just going to let you see the original video. Check out what Higgsfield generated for us. And I want you to see our video again. I'm saving this video. This is super duper important to me. I feel like this is such an important example for this tutorial because you can see that this character can not just walk, talk, act like a normal human. It has such extreme hyper control. No matter what video you feed it, you could feed it a normal human's video, an actual not AI generated video, and it would still copy all of those interactions. You could film yourself doing anything you would want, feed that into Higgsfield AI influencer, and your AI avatar would do all of the things you would want it to do, or be a really specific super controlled talking character, and you could feed that into Higgsfield AI and it would make your influencer do all of the things that the specific video that you fed it was doing. I also want to try to get one whole entire character generated only based off of prompts. Alright, so this is the prompt that I'm feeding it, and now my prompt has gone inside. I'm going to give it a second to generate and check it out, you guys. This is the perfect character for me. It matches all of the prompts, and I feel like this is also another Veera, so we're going to rename it to that now. And it gives me a whole lot of options now because I can use this character and I can use that character and I can basically control what my character looks like. Alright, now we're going to be the second thing I promised in this video. We're going to open up Figma, go to Figma Make, and I'm going to paste an entire prompt, you guys, to generate my portfolio website. If you want the prompt, go check out the link in the description. It has the entirety of the prompt we've used to generate this simple portfolio site, and with that we have this beautiful entire portfolio site generated with us. It has everything we'd possibly want in a portfolio site, from a home to case studies to projects to an about us page to a contact me page with a dark mode. This prompt really did everything we needed to do for this entire portfolio site. Now that we have this site as a container, I want to customize it to introduce our AI created character in here as our primary representative avatar. So I downloaded a couple of the main images and videos that Higgsfield generated for us, and I've basically come into a new Figma design file, and inside of this file I'm going to add the image and the videos that we've got, and I'm basically going to crop it out, round it out, just so that we have the perfect image to fit inside of our site, because Figma Make does require us to do that. When I have my images, I'm going to export and save them. Then I'm going to click on this button right here, which helps us select individual elements inside of Figma Make, and then I'm going to upload our specific image, and with that we have our image inside of there. Alright, the next thing I want to do is I want to change my own name here, so I'm just going to enter that change name to my name in the title, and with that we've finally got our name in the site as well. At this point I feel like we have our image, we have our avatar. It would be nice to be able to change the color scheme of the site, so I'm going to get our characters inside of the Figma design file. I'm going to create 5 different squares, and I'm going to get my 5 most common used colors, including a black and a white, from inside of this image. This is how you would create a color scheme from inside of any image. And now that we have this color scheme with us, I'm going to use this color scheme. I'm just going to put that inside of this site so that our site can have the exact color scheme our character does as well. The way we're going to do this is we're going to go into Figma dev mode, this button right here. It's going to switch our entire design file into a dev mode file, and in the dev mode file you can get access to all of these colors. So you're going to copy these one by one, go back to Figma Make, say change color scheme to, then copy and paste each one of these colors. And with that, you guys, welcome back. We've finally created our entire site inside of Figma Make. Check it out, you guys. This is the entire site that we've made. Alright, now I'm going to talk about Higgsfield Earn, which is the way you're going to use this AI influencer persona that you've made to monetize yourself. Alright, so if you use this AI persona of you as the UI UX influencer on all of your social media platforms, Higgsfield runs special campaigns for all of us creators who are using UI UX personas from Higgsfield Influencer Studio, and it basically lets us monetize those AI Influencer Studio character contents from this link right here. It's also present in the description. You can get this link in the description, and you can see it has a place for us to choose whether we're primarily putting out our personal brand or Instagram on YouTube, and then there are a couple of campaigns associated with that. Higgsfield Earn lets us log in, check out the campaigns, create the right videos with Higgsfield Influencer Studio personas, and while you're putting yourself out there in that persona as a UI UX freelancer brand, you can also do the right campaigns with Higgsfield to earn a ton of money. And that, my friend, has been Higgsfield Influencer Studio for free today. I hope you liked this video. I hope you try out Higgsfield Earn. Link is in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.